Hey, movie freaks, you're hanging out with Hero Lair. My name's Dan. These meatheads are Josh, Sean, Mario. We all been enjoying the flood of great stuff coming out of Comic-Con. Wish we were there, but we'll do our best from sweltering Toronto.
Yes.
We're going to check out the latest exclusive Comic-Con trailer for Justice League. Before we do that, let's just talk like 20 seconds about the amazing artwork.
Yes.
Like, in an era of really crappy posters, where most of them are just like heads of people and shitty Photoshop, I really love this Justice League poster.
This
it's
is
like
a definitive ode to Alex Ross.
Definitely ode to Alex Ross.
And I think it's incredible, especially the shading and contrast around Batman's eyes, the way they have. You know
just
what I mean?
the way, like you said, in the lighting, like it's completely lit like Alex Ross paints, like, and it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I love it from all of it. So
yeah,
gave its due.
Good job, guys.
Keep it coming.
All right,
here we go. Justice League. Let's try not to talk in this one, and then we'll do it again the second time and talk. Yeah, that's a mistake.
What did you do this weekend, Diana?
Me? Nothing very interesting.
The world remains in mourning after the death of the Superman.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It has to. We don't have any more time.
Something is coming.
Oh. Yeah, box. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
No protectors here. No lanterns.
Oh.
No Kryptonian. This world will fall. Like all the others.
That was incredible.
Well, this is the days when one's biggest concerns were exploding wind-up penguins.
I'm certain we're all gonna die.
Each of us, in some ways, held back.
Don't engage alone. We'll do this together.
It's really cool. You guys seem ready to do battle and stuff. I've never done battle. I just push some people and run away.
Relax, Alfred. I'll take it from here.
Do I know you?
Was a beacon to the world. He didn't just save people. He made them see the best parts of themselves.
All right. I didn't recognize this one. We all have to recognize him. We just have to say it.
That counts as one.
Good reference.
Oh wow, they really just vanished. Huh? Oh. That's rude.
Jurassic Park reference.
You said he'd come. Now let's hope you're not too late.
That was a red shoulder. That was definitely a red shoulder. Holy shit. That was 4 minutes long.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That was freaking insane.
Okay. So, this is the first time we actually got to see Steppenwolf, the main villain. Uncle of Darkseid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get that right?
I didn't even like. I just wanted to watch it fresh. When it came down, I just saw the headdress, and I was like, Hemdall? like, wait, but that's Marvel.
It's very similar.
Yeah, you know, but that's what the gatekeeper is supposed to look like, right? And I was just like, what is that? And then and then when you said, I'm like, oh yeah, Steppenwolf. One of the new gods, I believe.
Yeah,
something like that.
one of the new gods. Yeah. Man, I really the voiceover sounded great because you go. No protectors.
No lanterns.
No lanterns.
No Kryptonians.
Yeah.
No
Which makes you
Kryptonians.
think, like,
Great.
how powerful are the lanterns that Apocalypse is like, nope.
Yeah, we're gonna go where
And
they're
what
not.
happened to them?
Yeah.
And what happened because if they're because they're
Well, no, they're just like no lanterns in the sector.
In the sector.
In the
I'm just saying
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
Because the lanterns are powerful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
That was
We're all just
crazy.
absorbing it right
Yeah,
now.
like I'm really thinking about that because like the lanterns, like they can call in from others. You can call lanterns from other quadrants to help you out. You know. What I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, was Abin Sur in
in
charge of
Sabanur?
our? No.
But
and
they have
Sabanur
the-
is
Apocalypse.
Yeah, but you know what though? He's just introducing Lantern. By him saying that, he's introducing it because they haven't been introduced to this universe yet.
Yeah.
So Green Lantern doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
So like he's saying that there's no lanterns because they haven't touched Earth
I
yet.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not guarding it at all.
They're not.
Yeah.
It's
We're
not-
gonna
Yeah,
walk
they're
it.
just not- yeah, they're just
backwater
not here.
planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Primitives.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
The apes.
Yeah.
You mean the apes?
This world will fall. Like, wow, it looks like a great villain. And I like how like established them as a kick-ass villain, but there's still we just haven't seen his face.
No, well, that's the whole thing. It's like it's always eerier than it's like the like you when you don't see something. You know, it's like that's still the Alfred Hitchcock line of like it's not the bang that scares you; it's the anticipation of it. It's like what's coming, what's there.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah, that's the whole theory behind like the aliens in the Alien series. They
Yeah.
don't have eyes. They don't have expression. There's nothing to see. That's what makes them eerie.
It's obvious they're going with. You can definitely see the tone. How they're like, okay, all 100% of audiences didn't like the darker tone of Batman v Superman and even Man of Steel that way. All right, Flash, BR.
Yeah, comic relief.
BR comic relief, right? It worked for me. I laughed.
Well, yeah,
And to an extent, Aquaman's going to be that as well.
Yeah, but almost you've got like they're the classic like you got Aquaman as like the straight man, like the stone face guy, and then you've got the goofy Flash, right? So
Yeah.
you got like that. It's almost like that old like Burt Ward, Adam West, like you straight and the.
But I don't think Aquaman's going to be as that much of the straight man. I think
He's like a
Batman's-
surfer, like
he's going to be. He's like exactly.
Yeah.
He's like a surfer. It's Batman's going to be yours.
Or Batman's always the classic straight man.
Yeah.
Good call.
Definitely. It's such a different. We were talking before we were recording because we were watching some of the Justice League panel that you guys might have seen, and Jason Momoa started the panel. And he comes out to Jimi Hendrix. He's carrying the trident,
rocking out on the trident.
rocking on the trident. And we're like, well, there's Lobo with a trident. he is such like an embodiment,
quintessential perfect Lobo. Eyebrow, just like they draw in the comics. Raised eyebrows, eyebrow scar, the beard, the shape. He is Lobo.
Attitude wise as well, right?
Yeah,
so, like it's almost as if Aquaman now has. I mean, Aquaman in the comics went through his really rugged phase. When he had the hook for an arm, big beard, long
Lost
hair.
his wife, and he started killing everyone.
He's not always been the very clean cut blonde Aquaman, but there's just that extra element of Jason Momoa of dressed like a bat. I dig it. And he surfed a fucking parademon.
Yeah, exactly. That's Lobo behavior. It really is.
It'll be entertaining though. It'll be different, and I think a character like Aquaman, it took such a beating in pop culture thanks to Robot Chicken and Family Guy and everything else that we all grew up with. Like you honestly, you had to do it. Like you could not get like Matt Damon to play fucking
and put him in an orange type,
it's not gonna work.
Orange sequin.
It couldn't work. You needed a tattooed
Badass.
raw
It's
Khal Drogo Conan hybrid to be the king of the sea.
It would have been cool though if it was like if the physiology was a bit more like a marine creature. You know what I mean? Like a bit more.
Yeah, because you think he'd be underwater. Why is he so?
Why is he so human? Why is he so tan? Why is he so? You know, he.
But unless
you know?
they're trying to be like
he's half human though. You know?
Yeah, he's half human.
But I want him to the Atlantean half. I want to see that a little bit more. Like they did a good job with the eyes. That's really cool because his eyes are this weird pale color.
Very and the pupils too
are tiny. Like
when he's above land.
Exactly.
And I'm sure when he's underwater, they'll change it to where they're very, very.
That's what I'm saying. Like you put all that effort into like and just the eyes alone just does something completely like wonderful to the character, its believability. So if you just made him a little different here and there, just a little off, just a little off, I think that would have worked really well. But, yeah.
What did you guys think of the color palette in this? Because there's been also the way how we did a reaction to the Thor Ragnarok trailer, and you can definitely see the color of the Marvel Cosmic Universe coming out being brighter. Not so. If you watch Age of Ultron, it's very flat, right? There's almost gray, almost like there's a muted tone to it. Yeah. And Zack Snyder's kind of known for that too, right? The Superman suit was always toned down. The color is really changing in this, and from the action figures you can tell Superman suit is going to be brighter.
You can really see how bright it is.
And this, it almost looks like a page. Like there's bright red sky.
Right. And only that, there's also the cinematography. There's a lot of ethereal cover. Yeah. Like there's smokes and slow motion scenes with like haze in the background, and then the like lightning coming on the forefront and contrast.
Which is almost like
spotlighting. A lot of spotlighting.
Exactly, like Frank Miller in Dark Knight, where you always see that clash of lightning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And very like blue skies versus black skies, right? Where it's an interesting concept, and I like the color palette because the color palette really changes because like now there still is the dark stuff when you see Batman, who's a dark character, but it's kind of going with the character. When you see like the lighter characters, like you see Diana and you see all of, they're like bathed in light because they're more of a light bringing character.
I wonder why they bathed Gal Gadot in that.
Oh well, let's not talk about that.
I wonder why she's but
for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's just that whole like there's like almost they're using the light and the color to like emphasize good character, bad character, dark character, light character. So it's always kind of like it just automatically sets a connection to it. Like just like in a comic book, right?
But it's turned way up. When
the contrast. You're right. Is completely.
We fly over Themyscira and we see lush green and blue.
Absolutely.
And then I guess when we get a shot of what I'm assuming is somewhere on the planet of Apocalypse or a ship of Steppenwolf's or something. Yeah. It's very much gray, black, and then vibrant red from fire.
Yeah, underneath, exactly.
But even when the Themyscirans are fighting the soldiers from Apocalypse on the beach,
on the
it looks like on the horses. It's like a clash. You know, it really reminded me of what was that cartoon DC movie where Batman, Superman, Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And it's like they recreated that beach scene. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it was just like when you saw it was like really light and then like bright red.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like that clash. So
they've captured that for sure, man. Where I don't even know if 8 years ago this movie could not be made as well as it was, right? As short as that. Like the beginning of the kind of renaissance of comic book movies, where the Marvel Cinematic Universe started, and when we were right in the middle of like the Nolan Batman universe, you couldn't put this on screen.
No.
It would have looked like Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
There's
just too much going on.
Essentially, plus didn't have the right people.
No. And not even like the creative people behind it, or at least the studios that put them in charge, were not coming necessarily from a love of comic books.
Yes, and
now the geeks
relish, cherish,
the fanboys are
educated background.
Yeah, exactly. It's
tried
and
true.
Coming, tried and true, and it's like, and you're like almost what we were talking about Thor Ragnarok before was like you can see the nuances and you see like the little cameos of like characters
and the kind of odes to different comics that have actually existed,
different generations of comics,
iterations of comics, whether it be Ultimates like in Marvel or like different lines in DC. Where you're looking at, like this. I remember reading that comic and there's like an image that's kind of reminiscent of that.
And also the ode to artists. Like we were talking about Alex Ross, but like certain we talked about Frank Miller stuff. We talked about Alex Ross stuff. Like the fact that they're giving like cinema like I'm trying to think of
cinematography.
No, but the like there's a word that's probably not even made up, but it's like an ode of cinematography to certain artists.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's never been done before. It's like, oh, you know, like that's like a you know, like that's a Frank
Miller-esque.
panel, very Miller-esque panel,
Ross-esque, yeah.
very Ross-esque panel.
And the best to kind of do that, translate a still image in a comic book and recreate it cinematically, has been Zack Snyder.
Oh, Snyder by far,
Who,
with
you know,
Watchmen and everything he's done has been
and he's
300.
300 is the big one that kind of set it up.
One for one, like you can literally go, you know, side to side with the still image and the comic book panel, and it's, you know, like it's carbon copy.
And we
just
appreciate
animated,
it.
right?
I love that. I absolutely love
This is how you appreciate. This is how you get all the fans coming back, and you know, especially with a split kind of fan base that some of these other DC movies have had. That's how you bring us back. And I'm going off on a negative tangent here, but I won't do it for very long. Everything you were saying was great, and how you recognize a past character storyline put in. But it's not that the fact that it's put in. It's put in accurately. Okay, we saw it just right here of a simple throwaway line of Alfred saying one remembers one looks fondly on the days when the biggest problem was avoiding exploding wind-up penguins. We get that because we understand that there's a whole 20 years of Batman and Gotham that we've not seen in this universe. That is what is missing in Transformers. In Transformers, they introduce, we have the character Hot Rod. It's just an inanimate character that was named Hot Rod. Nothing to the lore of what it is. Here's the character Jazz.
Kill them.
No connection to it at all. Starscream, no connection to it at all, right?
Any of them.
But this is the kind of stuff that 10, 15 years ago, that type of attention to detail was not being given to the comic book movie genre.
In general.
Look at when they first did Sabretooth in X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It was just
terrible.
a throwaway.
It was a Neanderthal with blonde hair.
Yeah, but
and
it was
even
a thrown away character. Like it's literally thrown away. Like
Exactly.
there's like such a good character.
Same with Rogue. You're right.
Same with Rogue.
Destroyed
It
character.
wasn't
Terrible.
you know. So but at the time it did its job, but all the more reason why, you know, it's such a very cool time where we're living in now, and
we are blessed.
Yes, we are.
We'll talk briefly about storyline. So one thing that was cool that I noticed is that we know that there's mother boxes. Mother boxes have been on Earth for a while. We know one's in Atlantis. We know for sure one's in Themyscira, and we know that the other one is Cyborg. Cyborg's melded with it, so he's a walking fucking mother box, right? So that's going to be great because that means action sequences at Themyscira. Which we saw. Some shit's gonna go down at in Atlantis.
Which we saw.
And where the Sentinel's thing comes flying through. And so like Cyborg has to come. I think Cyborg's gonna play a much bigger role in this. He might be like the sleeper big star.
Well, and like they kind of already they kind of like hinted to it with the discourse between him and Alfred. You know what I mean? Because that's just because you know, like Cyborg's not that mainstream, and he's never been cinematically introduced before. So when that's why like you got Alfred's like, who is this? And that's that's the audience in a way, you know, like to like especially a filmic audience,
validating,
you know, like
validating Cyborg's authority, essentially sway in the film.
Exactly. So it's gonna be I agree with you. I think they're really gonna use him on a much higher level.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And it was good how they started it with Wonder Woman as well, because she's there foiling a bank robbery. Because as we lose the fact that since we're used to all these team-ups and crossovers and massive things where the Earth is going to fucking explode, and there's always a blue light going to the sky that
sometimes
everyone has to say with blue
Sometimes it's
light.
just the guy with the $sign bag on.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes that's all it is.
Well, that's it. Like
I love those guys with the $sign. I love nameless
and
goons.
who still turn around with a gun and be like, pew.
Well, is he nameless?
Why would you even bother?
But is the guy nameless? That's because they kept on showing like
you never
they never
face.
shot his face.
Ah,
So it's like, who is this character?
Yeah. We're just talking about nameless goons.
Well, who do we? You actually, you just brought something up.
Yeah,
who do we know that wears a suit that's a gangster in the DC universe?
Like I'm thinking Two-Face, but he's not even dressed.
Or it could be Black Mask.
Or Black Mask. Yeah.
All we saw was a guy with a suit. That'd be a cool little, almost like what the Scarecrow kind of did.
Yeah. Then
we don't know
just
so
trying
much.
to figure out there has to be somebody of you know note.
It was just good to see that it's like, okay, at some point she is out there helping people. She's not just sitting back waiting for. And she's back in. She's out of out of hiding. She's back in helping, and sometimes it's just stopping a robbery and saving some kids, man.
That's great.
You know, we lose track of what these heroes started as. But, oh fuck! Anything else? You guys good?
It's so much more.
Should we do?
but
We'll go one more time and we'll talk through it. How about that? Okay. One more time, guys. Here we go. Because this is too good not to. This is too good not to talk through, and I'm sure we'll see something that we didn't see before.
See, notice the ethereal kind of atmosphere. That's what I was kind of talking about. Like the cinematography is really strong.
Hey, like, a Black Mask wouldn't like get involved like that. He's like too much of a boss, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You bring up a good point that they're not showing his face though. Boom.
just a little faint.
Okay, you have some skill.
I love that leg sweep. She did in Wonder Woman as well. And I like how you get the look into her alter ego, like her she's surviving.
This is London.
Oh, they put the okay.
Yeah, and it was the silver and black. The silver and black Superman logo.
It was over there.
Look at that cinematography.
Yeah, that's so classic Batman.
It has to.
Yeah, the color palettes of
From the Sierra.
Something is coming.
Boom tube.
I like the way they did the boom tube.
It looks good.
It's not cheesy. It looks like a rift in dimensionality.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
magnetic.
It doesn't look like the time tunnel.
Yeah.
From the 1950s sci-fi shows.
That's great.
No lanterns. That was like a hologram he was looking at.
Yeah.
Like a
He's
memorial.
studying them or something.
You know, Batman's studying all of it.
Like all the others. One misses the days when one's biggest concerns were exploding wind-up penguins.
That's awesome. That's a great one. That's so cool.
This is crazy.
Look at all the parademons.
Honestly, I think we're all gonna die. Each of us, in some way, is held back.
Don't engage alone. We'll do this together.
It's really cool. You guys are ready to do battle and stuff.
I really don't find the Flash that cool.
No, I don't. Same thing. I don't like. I don't really.
Well,
You're
it's
not
supposed to
digging
be
the
like
Flash?
the young, the
I
connection.
know. I don't
to
dig
like,
the actor actually either. And he's too jokey. They're trying to make him a Tom Holland Spider-Man Homecoming character.
Yeah, well, that's exactly.
And he's so like a non-confident Flash. And the Flashes I know, you know what I mean? They're always, I'm the Flash, the fastest man alive.
Yeah.
Be back in Flash.
Save people. You make them see the best parts of themselves.
All right.
You don't have to recognize him.
It's being torched.
Looks
Looks like a dimensional rift. Looks like a dimensional rift has opened up into the
Like they're bringing
huge one. Yeah, bringing like an army of Apocalypse or
Or
something.
maybe they're trying to start the first fire pit. That's why it's so red.
How many of you are there? Not enough. Do you really think that...
He looks great as.
Wow, they really just vanished. Oh, that's rude.
As a fight, like trying to fight the Flash, like that's the biggest hell in the world.
Yeah.
Once the lightning
Oh,
strikes
yeah,
at the
yeah,
beginning, yeah. That's interesting how they did it like that. Yeah. So this is, I mean, we see. I'm pretty sure I saw a red shoulder when this came out, but this is.
Look at reflections. There's like a reflective surface in the bottom there.
No, that's...
It's definitely red. I mean, what, is it fucking Shazam? He kind of has a white cape, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has a white cape, but red shoulders.
I mean, we know Superman's coming back in this.
Yeah, but I'm
somehow,
glad they
so.
didn't
Didn't throw it in
show
your
it
face.
like, oh, Doomsday's here.
Yeah. Thank you. They can't make that mistake.
What do we do?
Just we know he's coming back. Let us know how.
Yeah.
You know, is he going to come back with a mullet and a black suit? And,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the silver S.
Oh, no.
But we saw some homages to the Silver S because that, you know, when it shows the cityscape of the London Bridge, there's it looks like a banner or something.
That's true.
This thing looks great. We're gonna be this and Thor Ragnarok both in November. So looks like November's now the
big
hot
month,
summer
man.
month.
I'll tell my students, sorry guys, there's no marking being done.
No test. tests.
Yeah, no tests in November.
I have 2 movies that I need to see 8 times.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Yes.
I hope you understand. Great times we live in. All right, we know you're excited for Justice League. Let us know what you think, some of your favorite aspects. Do you like the new twist on the Flash's more comedic element? Anything you don't like, let us know. Jump in the comments. Follow us on Twitter at the Hero Lair. Please subscribe. We got plenty more content from Comic-Con and other stuff coming for you. Hang out with you again soon. See ya.